So hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro has come once again, and on PC he's on the Chronia Relay on Saturn. And I know I'm late, and I'm sorry, but I didn't want to overdo it yesterday since I also did the Hydroid video. So let's check out his inventory. So first up we have the teer chestplate, which I do believe is a new item, and it in my opinion looks far better than the other teer chestplate. But that may just be me because I'm not a big fan of big bulky chestplates. They usually look fairly awkward on most Warframes and they just don't fit. This one on the other hand looks fairly subtle, and I think it could be used on many Warframes to add a little bit of detail to their chest piece, especially if their chest piece is fairly bland. Then we have a new primed mod, the primed Bane of Corrupted, since Bane of Corrupted has been introduced a few updates back, and I would not recommend you pick this up unless you have an insane amount of credits and endo and you have nothing to do with them. It's a lot of resources invested into something that only works in the Void or Fissures. Then he brought primed Heavy Trauma, which at maximum rank is going to give you plus 165 bonus impact damage on melee weapons. Next on the menu we have Prismatic Travel, which is one of my favorite primary rifles. It's not the strongest weapon in the game, but it feels really good in terms of gameplay. And fun fact, this is actually the first weapon I ever did a quick look for because I liked it so much I wanted to do a short review to let people know that the weapon is really cool, even though it may not be the most powerful weapon in the game. I'm actually putting form on it right now because I got a really good ribbon for it. Then he brought a mod that everyone and their mum should definitely pick up, Primed Pressure Point. This is something you're going to use on every single melee weapon and it's incredibly powerful. Then he brought Primed Pistol Ammo Mutation, which out of all the ammo mutation, this is probably the best one and the one I would recommend the most because secondary weapons have a lot of bullet hoses like Twin Rakata or Twin Comac. Then he brought teer shoulder plates, which may not look the best when you just look at them or you fuff around with the colors on most Warframes, but there is one Warframe where they basically were meant to be, and that Warframe is Vauban Prime. They look fantastic on Vauban Prime, do they not? It doesn't even look like you've added some shoulder plates onto it, it just looks like a part of his armor. I love it. Next up we have Pyrosagatra, which is just a small cosmetic accessory for melee weapons that dangles off the handle and is on fire, yo. You can pick this up, but most of the time you won't be able to see it because it is fairly small. Then he brought the Zyphos Prisma skin, and if you have the Zyphos Landing Craft, pick this up. The Prisma skins look absolutely fabulous. I love the way the colors interact with them and the way they're displayed, and also you have Prisma energy going through the entire ship. I have all the Prisma skins and I always use them. They are by far my favorite ship skins. Then he brought a 3-day resource booster, which you can definitely pick up if you're not into trading, but if you don't mind trading, you can instead just sell the prime parts for platinum to other players and just buy a booster from the market. Then he brought the teer color palette, which is very much a personal preference. I like some of the colors that come with this color palette, but, you know, it is very much up to you whether you want to pick this up or not. Then we have the Nexus Gina masking kit, which is a combination of the Nexus Kavat fur pattern, Nidus white, Mesa blue, Ignis red, and Darvo purple. All of these colors are incredibly vibrant, as you can see up there. I unfortunately don't have a Kavat right now, so I can't show it to you in any other way. And I would pick this up, you know, if you want to have a clown cat running alongside you, because damn, these colors are really vibrant. And the final item on the menu today is the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, as always, which is the item you need if you want to get Inaros. And if you don't have Inaros already, you should definitely pick this up. Inaros is a really good and fun Warframe. The quest is pretty good as well. Now the recommendations this week are pretty simple. Get Primed Pressure Point no matter what. It's incredibly powerful, it scales both physical and elemental damage on your melee weapons, and it's basically the best mod you can put on them. It is incredibly strong. And that's pretty much the only must-have item this week. You can pick up other stuff like the Primed Bane of Corrupted if you're into min-maxing and you like running Void or Endless Fissures. You can pick up Prismatic Travel if you want a fun primary weapon that's not the best, but it is definitely a lot of fun to use. And if you're into bullet hose weapons like the Axamati, you know, maybe even Axe Stilettos, Twin Rakata, Twin Comac, or even the original Comac, you can pick that up as well. And everything else is pretty much just fashion and fabulousness. I would not recommend you pick up the Primed Heavy Trauma mod because you're not going to use that on too many weapons and it's a big investment. It only works on weapons where you can actually fit it in, so mostly weapons that are not crit based or even status based, and on weapons that do a lot of impact damage on top of everything else. These mods are generally not that strong. But then again, these are just my personal recommendations, so if you want to start with fashion and fabulousness, go right ahead. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Actually, one more thing before I go, because I see this comment on every one of my Baro videos, and the comment is, consoles got bollocks when compared to PC, DE hates consoles. And that's actually not true, because consoles get the same stuff as PC, you are just, and I think, 2 rotations behind, so you are eventually going to get the same stuff as well. You just have to wait for Baraka teers to cycle through his inventory 2 more times.